Bo is a common brawler unlocked as a trophy road reward upon reaching 3,000 trophies. He has fairly high health and utility. Bo fires 3 explosive arrows toward his targets. His super ability places a trio of hidden, explosive mines on the ground. Attack and Super. Attack. Eagle-eyed. Bo releases a trio of exploding arrows, tearing up enemies like an eagle's talons. Bo shoots 3 explosive arrows that can deal fairly high damage to enemies within a small radius of the explosion. They have a long range and are fired with a small sweeping spread from left to right. Super. Catch a fox. Bo hides explosive traps in the ground. When triggered by an enemy, the traps explode after a short delay, knocking back and damaging enemies. Bo throws 3 mines that explode 1.15 seconds after being triggered by enemies, dealing damage, destroying nearby obstacles, and knocking back any enemies near them. The traps are invisible to enemy brawlers when placed, but when triggered, they beep and flash momentarily before exploding. Star Power. Circling Eagle. Bo spots enemies hidden in bushes from 150% longer distance than normally. This star power allows Bo to see 5 tiles into bushes, and his team can see his extended field of view as well, instead of the normal 2 tiles. This allows him to spot enemies in bushes before enemies can see him, or to anticipate an ambush. Snare a Bear. Instead of a knockback, Bo's traps now stun the enemy for 2.0 seconds. Bo's mines now stun enemies for 2 seconds instead of knockback, rendering them vulnerable. The stun does not stack, instead, it will start over when another mine hits an enemy. Gadgets. Super Totem. Bo drops a totem that recharges his and any ally's supers within the area of effect. Bo drops a small totem pole that will recharge his and any ally's supers 5% per second within the area of affect. A total of 20 seconds is needed to recharge a full super with the use of this gadget. Each totem has 1000 health and a range of 2 tiles. The previous totem will automatically be destroyed if Bo places another totem. If there are multiple totems from multiple allied boss, the charging effect will stack. Tripwire. Bo triggers all of his mines instantly. Upon activation, Bo's mines will instantly detonate. This instant detonation has the same effects as their original method and can activate Bo's Snare a Bear star power and destroy walls. If this gadget is activated before the last mine is set, Tripwire only detonates the bottom 2. Brawler stats. Skins and voice lines.
The spirits are calling my name. I am one with nature. There is no end, only new beginnings. There is much to learn. Arg. May you find peace. Let your spirit soar. There is no death, only a change of worlds. Day and night cannot dwell together. Patience is the key. The weakness of the enemy makes our strength. I have been blessed by the spirits. The wind speaks to me. Live strong as the mountains. I fight for my ancestors. I am guided by the spirits. We must fight for peace. Ah! Fly like an eagle! My aim is true. My mind is clear. One breath, one shot.
Animations and pins. Tips. Bo's super can be used to defend critical paths on the battlefield. Enemy brawlers taking that path will take high damage when they step on the trap. It can be used to cover the gem mine with traps in the gem grab event to damage enemy brawlers who are gathering gems from it. It can also be used to cover key choke points. Bow's mines can be used to break down enemy cover. Clearing up certain maps could be beneficial due to Bow's relatively long range, especially if he has teammates with long-range abilities. Bow always shoots 3 arrows from left to right. You can take advantage of this to control the spread of your arrows. If you want to concentrate fire in a small area, move left while firing, allowing more arrows to hit a single target. For an attack with more spread, move right. The space between each arrow will be increased, giving the attack a wider spread. Bow's circling eagle is really useful on maps filled with bushes, with his doubled radius of vision in bushes. Some maps include Cavern Churn, Feast or Famine and Snake Prairie. Since you have a sight advantage, avoid getting close to tanks or other high-damage brawlers. Place his mines to cover the lane with only one passageway while you can cover the other side with your increased sight. When played properly, Bow can quite easily dominate bushy maps. This is also really useful in 3v3, for his increased sight in bushes is shared with teammates too. Some of the best maps for Bow's circling eagle is Snake Prairie, among others. This will help you avoid getting defeated by short-ranged brawlers like Bull or Shelly. Bow's mines have a knockback effect, so if placed correctly, it can knock enemy brawlers into the poison gas. With Bow's snare a bear, Bow's mines will instead stun. This allows you to quickly finish a brawlers without any risk of dying. Bow's mines are lobbed and thus can be thrown over walls. This is good when you know there is a brawler hiding in a bush opposite to you behind a wall. Throw it ahead of them, so they are forced to walk into it, as they cannot go through the wall. Bow's super totem gadget can be used near your team's spawn to allow them to gain their super before a team fight. This also decreases the chance of the enemy destroying your totem. When an enemy tries to disarm your traps, use Bow's tripwire gadget to catch them off guard and do instant damage. Coupled with Bow's second star power, Bow can passively force enemies to not disarm their mines. This allows him to control open areas simply by selecting this gadget. In Brawl Ball, this can be used to explode walls or obstacles in front of the enemy's goal, which makes it much easier to score. One mine would still be hidden until an enemy steps on it.